Okay, so this how far we've gotten with the center console. We got one side mocked up. I know right now it looks kind of like goofy and weird, and like it looks like it might be kind of tall, but what I'm going for is like if I get in here, I can rest my elbow on this. So it's gonna actually be, because since I put these aftermarket seats in here, it doesn't have elbow rests. So I want the center console to be like kind of act as that, and also kind of divide the front of the truck to give it a little more of a modern feel and not so like open and weird. Because that's like one of the weirdest parts about the truck, I think, is that it's like open all the way across and you can like watch the driver's feet and stuff. I just don't like that. So what I did was I like kept mocking it up, and honestly just measured off of like, so like I knew I wanted this to be about 3 inches taller than the seat cushion, and we honestly might bring this back farther and then like go straight up or something. I don't know. I'll kind of like play it out. But I think I'm going to cut the other side, like trace this out, cut the other side, and then kind of like start getting an idea for how I want to do it. But so far, like, it's not turning out that bad. So I'm sure it's going to become a pain when you start to put everything together and everything has to be perfectly square. And yeah. And before anybody says anything, I'm sealing all, like, it's going to be all sealed. So it's going to be like a sealed box. But yeah, guys, we'll catch back up with you in a minute. Okay, so we've been working on the center console. Honestly, the reason why it's taken so long is because in the middle of cutting the side, the circular saw just stopped working, and I'm like, okay, so like this is not cool. So then I took it all apart, and it ended up being the switch was like messed up or something. So I fixed the switch and then finished everything. But this is how far we've gotten so far. We got the bottom in it and the back, and the back is just big enough for the circumference of the sub to fit in there perfectly and not hang over the edges. And I know it looks huge, like I think I said this already, I know it looks super tall, but I think once it's like leather wrapped and it's like all said and done, it won't look so like out of place. But like if you look right now, me just sitting my arm on it, it's like the perfect height. Like I can lean on it, and like cup holders right here. And then I don't know what I'm going to do with this slant down yet. I got to figure that part out. I don't know what I'm going to do with that. But I cut this like perfectly and cut that, notch that just perfectly. And this has to be over to the left just enough so that this can open. Because if it's too far over to the right. And the only downside is this kind of has to be closer to the right hand side, so like you'll notice like there's a bigger gap on this side than this side. But if it gets too close on this side, your foot hits the side of it when you're trying to reach for the pedal. Sorry, I have the hiccups. But yeah, and then right here, like, so the sub will be like down towards the bottom right here, and then the USB ports will be like across right here for anybody sitting in the back. And then I'm gonna put lights right here, like an LED light to aim on your feet on each side. And I think I might put one right here to aim for this, like at the seat belt, because a lot of people like struggle finding the seat belt at night. So I figured that'd be a cool little addition. And then like put a light inside of the center console, obviously, so like when you open the lid you can see in there. And I think I'm gonna divide it, put like a divider right here to trap the sub box in the back to keep it airtight, and then put like a port like maybe right here on one side. I really want to focus on making the interior of this truck better and like more like comfortable to drive, because when I drive the truck I feel obligated to beat the shit out of it, because like that's the only cool thing I can do in it. But like if it's comfortable to drive, it's cool to drive, and it looks good, I'll daily drive this thing. That's the kind of the plan right now, is for me to daily this summer, and then park the Beamer and put coilovers, wheels, bumpers, the whole 9 yards on the Beamer, and keep miles off of it on top of that, and just enjoy this. But like every summer I always beat the crap out of it, and like it ends up breaking, and then I'm working on it all summer. So this summer we might chill out on the shenanigans. Obviously we're still gonna do burnout, like a burnout or two, but
why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying? Oh my god. Stop fucking lying.
Went ahead and caulked the, sealed all the gaps inside. This is just the base of it. We're going to put a divider, I think, right here where this line is. And then obviously we'll caulk that as well to trap air where the sub's at. Okay, so we got our divider in, and it's caulked all the way around and screwed from the sides. The sub's in, if you couldn't tell. Drilled our hole for the wire plug, but we're not going to put that in until we wrap it in our upholstery. We're getting ready to throw the lid on. We already have the lid cut. I had to even out the top a little because it was kind of not sealing. But I'm going to take a bead of caulk and go all the way around this whole portion, so that way when that goes down, it seals down. So yeah, guys, I'm making decent progress on it. This I cut at 12 inches wide, 14 7/8 tall. This hole, what I did was I took the sub, flipped it around to where it was out this way before I cut the hole, and screwed it in, and then took the screws out, went to the remaining holes and circled them, and then I cut with a Sawzall. It's not a perfect circle. I'm not even going to show you because I'm embarrassed of how bad it looks. But with the subs in, you can't see it. So, but yeah, that's pretty much how it's gonna go. So yeah, guys, the only tricky part will be making compartments up here, and that'll be about it. And then obviously drilling holes for cup holders and whatever else. So yeah, guys. Okay, so this is what we have right now. I closed in this part of it. That wasn't originally in the plans, but I started thinking about it. Because like I was gonna put a board that goes down slope, but I think what I'm gonna do is, this is gonna stay like kind of like a tray. So what we're gonna do is, I'm gonna put a board at about this height, but all the way back, okay? And then that'll have the cup holders in it or whatever. And then like back here, I'll be able to have like some lighting, light up the cup holder area. And then also have like two USBs and stuff right here, okay? And then it'll also make this kind of like a tray to put things. And I might put like little dividers in there or whatever. And then I'm gonna cut a lid out right here. I think to like right here, to like right here, and then a certain width. And then cut a lid out, and then make the lid slightly bigger than the hole, obviously. And then before anybody says anything, I'm actually gonna put a foam pad on the top of this. So it's, I don't know how thick it is, but it's gonna be like a foam. It's not gonna be like super rough, but it'll be soft enough to where this is like kind of comfy to lean on, and it doesn't look very like, you know, like I built it out of plywood. So put like a foam pad on the top. And yeah, it's actually turning out like way better than I ever thought it would, just because I underestimate myself a lot. But yeah, so far so good. I'm gonna make that piece real quick, and then we'll probably test fit everything and maybe try to hook the sub up and see how it sounds. Oh, we gotta put a port in it too. I did forget about that. But yeah. Okay, so this is how far we got. It doesn't look like we moved a whole lot, but really this kind of was a time consuming thing to do. But this right here, we put this blocker in, and then we had to kind of custom make these. There's still a little gap right here, but I'm gonna fix that when I wrap everything. Like, you won't even know that those gaps are there on both sides. But I think that looks 10 times better versus leaving that big gap right here. It looks like it's meant to be a part of the truck. I think we're gonna put our USBs, I think we might put a strip across right here, so it'll be like USBs right here, and then our cup holders will be here and here, and then we'll probably put cigarette lighters inside of here, and I might even mount a DC converter inside of here as well, because I might work this truck a little more, so that helps to like charge batteries and stuff. Okay, so this is how far we've gotten with the center console. We have a hole drilled here for, we ordered these, we ordered like USB ports that you wire in, and the one up here has a voltage gauge on it, and it'll tell me like what the voltage of the truck is getting or whatever. So that's pretty cool, and it has like 2 USB ports on it. And then I got the one identical to that. It just doesn't display voltage, and it's going here. And then I made this to curve with the dash. It still has one other piece to go on it. It's this piece right here, and it goes like that. So that's the curve with the dash. I still have to cut the cup holder holes out right there and there, and possibly put another divider piece in here. And then we got the sub hole obviously cut out. We still have to drill a hole across to the other side to bring in power wires for this, and then we'll have to caulk around that. And then that's for our speaker wire hole. I think we're gonna test the sub to, I don't know if we're gonna put a port in it yet, so we'll see if we port it. Probably will just port it. And then we still have to cut the lid out, which is why I started filming, because I wanted to show you guys this before I cut the lid. But this is foam. It's 1/2 inch foam, and it's for the top, so that way it's not hard. And you can get that stuff at Walmart in the like the vinyl or like the fabric section. It's just this stuff right here. And we're going to be putting a lid, so we'll have to cut the lid out obviously, but that's going to be our lid. I have to draw it out still, but it's going to be from here to there. I think it's going to be like 8 by 8. So yeah guys, I'll catch back up with you guys once we get the lid cut out. Okay guys, so a little bit of jump in time here. We're getting ready to wrap the console. We have our foam pad on the top, if you can't tell. We already wrapped the lid and ran all the electric into the unit, into the console. And we have all of our holes cut out for everything we need, and it's ready to be wrapped. I just wanted to show you guys quickly before I wrapped it. See if I can show you I can't show you the lid because I can't open the door of the truck. But I'll show you guys once everything's done. We went and bought a hinge for the lid and got some connectors and stuff. One thing we actually did forget to do that I just remembered is we didn't actually cut the holes for the cup holder yet. But the good thing is this isn't going to wrap all the way down into there yet. So, but yeah guys, we're getting ready to wrap it. Just wanted to show you beforehand. What I did was I draped it over it to where I have a decent amount of overhang on each side. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to tilt it on its side, staple everything on this side first on the bottom, and then stretch it over to that side. But yeah guys, yep, I'll catch up with you guys once we get it done.
It's just a little 10-piece for it, just to blow it in the mall. Doesn't mean that we involved. I just put a Richard on the card. I ain't going playing ball, but I'll show you how the fuck you gotta do it. If you really wanna ball till you fall, when you're back against the wall, and a bunch of niggas need you to go away. Still going bad on them anyway. Saw you last night, but did it Friday.
Okay guys, so as you can tell, we got the center console pretty much done. The only thing we have to do is put our USB stuff in, but that stuff won't be until tomorrow, and I think the other piece won't come in until Monday or Tuesday. But the wires are ran, and the wires are ran here too. We just got to put it in. The sub is in the back right here, and here's what the inside looks. I think we might try to like undercoat the inside of this to give it like not a plywood look, and to give it a little more like sound deadening, I guess. I don't know. But we actually carefully ran each wire and put these little like tab holders on each wire so that it's actually held out into each corner and it comes up. There's a wire that comes up right here and goes into this hole, and that's what goes out there. I don't know if you guys can really see in here or not. Let's see if I can. I have to sweep all the dust out of it, so don't worry about that. But as you can see, we got all the wires snaked up and around. We might do something to protect those. I don't really plan on throwing anything in here that's gonna be like a big deal. So, but yeah, guys, that's pretty much. We got our cigarette lighter down there. So we'll have 2 cigarette lighters, two USBs up here with a voltage display, and then 2 USBs right there. And then as far as the lights go, those will be mounted down here somewhere. We might even mount them up here somewhere. I'm not 100% sure yet. But we have to wire those into the actual like dome light fuse. So that'll be that. And then we still got to put our head unit in. This foam turned out like very well. I was surprised at how well this whole wrap came out. I didn't plan on taking it down into here, and I might still even cut it out. But for now, it works, and it doesn't look half bad. And we completely still forgot to put the cup holder holes in. So we'll have to figure something out with that, because if you drill, right now if you drill with that stuff in there, it'll wrap it all up and rip it all. So not sure if I'm just going to cut this square out and then put that rubber stuff in there like I had said before, which is kind of what I want to do, just because we're going to be throwing phones in there. It'll give it a little more, it doesn't look like it's all just wrapped in whatever. So we'll probably do that. But yeah, I think it turned out like really good. I'm actually really happy and kind of proud on how well it turned out, just because like I've always procrastinated doing this and always thought I would have troubles or it would turn out bad. But so far so good. It looks good. And now we just need to get a nice carpet in this truck. I need to sweep it all out. And in the next video we'll do like a final like interior, like a nice, I'll do like a nice edit on like a final interior look, because we got some stuff to fix in the interior. Like I want to get a new dash bezel. Like this button keeps being pushed out because all my friends are idiots. Get this carpet in better shape, and it needs swept out because there's so much mud in it. I'm not driving this thing for work anymore. Like it's just, there's so much mud and stuff. I think this summer we're gonna do like a challenge, as I was saying, that we're gonna see how long we can daily the truck without something majorly breaking, or without just getting so tired of driving it we go back to the Beamer. Like I think that'd be funny to like vlog it every day, like how driving the truck is daily. And I think it would also make me appreciate the Beamer a lot more, because like the Beamer's a nice car. Like it has nice leather seats, it drives nice, it's a nice car. So like going from daily driving that to like an older truck, I think would be like an interesting video for you guys. So we're probably gonna do that as soon as the truck's done. We'll daily that. We'll start dailying it every day and see how long we can last. What if we lasted the whole summer? Didn't drive this Beamer the whole summer? That'd be crazy. I kind of wouldn't be wrong. I wouldn't be mad at that, because I want to keep miles off the Beamer, and I do want to do stuff to the Beamer too, and get like a nice build list for it going. But that's part of the reason why all of this stuff is going down. Because I want to make this thing more driver friendly, and not so much like a hop in the truck and go beat the crap out of it, but like hop in the truck and be comfortable, and like the truck be more of a experience, as in like the inside being comfy and not so like raggedy. I don't know. I'm just like I'm really big on comfort, and like the one main thing I would love is AC in this thing, but it's just too much work, I guess. So I think that's gonna be the main thing, is that when it starts getting hot, I'll probably be like, yeah, screw this, I can't drive it anymore, unless we figure out a way to put like our own AC machine in. So I'm just kidding. But yeah, guys, I'm stoked on how well that turned out, for sure. Hopefully you guys think it did too. I know what I wrapped it in, a lot of people will probably be like, but like I'm just the type of person, I like to be different about everything. And sure, I could have just wrapped it some plain black color, or could have wrapped it in like leather or something. Everybody does that. So I don't know. I like being different. I like doing different stuff. I like doing stuff that nobody likes. It's just my thing. I don't know. So if you guys don't like it, that sucks. Hopefully you guys can make one just like it and wrap it whatever you want to wrap it in. But yeah, I think that's going to be it for this video. Like I said, when we get all the USB stuff in and do the other stuff that's kind of a secret, I'll make like a overall like finished nice edit for you guys. I'll go to like a nice big parking lot and go through the whole interior, like kind of like a build list, and show you guys like what I've done, what you can do to get to make to do all of it, and whatever else. So, but yeah, guys, thanks for watching. I hope you guys like the center console build, and if you guys have any questions, just comment below or DM me on Instagram at slzuncut, and make sure you like and subscribe if you have not already. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Deuces.